Let's move on with the core Xbox news of the week. I want to start with Scarlet, the code named for the next generation Xbox and sort of family of Xboxes. You remember Phil Spencer didn't say, one box. He said the future consoles, future family of consoles. Longtime Microsoft tipster Paul Thurrott reports that Microsoft is currently planning 2 different pieces of hardware, one of which will be a traditional console, similar to the Xbox we know now. The specs are still unknown, blah, blah, blah. But more info comes from the second device, which is said to be a streaming box that is designed for Microsoft's upcoming game streaming platform with the rumored name Scarlet Cloud.
Interesting. Like OnLive. Remember OnLive back in the day?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not many do, but I do.
Or PlayStation Now.
Yep. I do.
I think PlayStation bought OnLive.
Correct.
It's now PlayStation Now.
You
right?
are correct. Yeah, that is a good memory. But yeah, I mean, how do we feel about that this would certainly be a cheaper machine if it's just handling streaming and it's not doing all of the processing locally.
It'll be better. Please be better than PlayStation Now. It's very not great right now.
Right now?
Hopefully Xbox does it better, and I think they will. It seems like they're investing time in how they're going to develop this particular product, the streaming product anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder what's the ultimate difference if it is correct and there are 2 devices? I suppose the
optical drive?
Scarlet Cloud. Well, I'm wondering if Scarlet Cloud, you wouldn't be able to own anything. If it would just be, here's your subscription.
That's the
and
thing,
you don't
right?
own anything, much like Netflix,
And this
right?
this is a great
Game Pass.
It's a great segue into our next story, but it's too early to go there. But you can tell they're already building the infrastructure for this.
I feel like that would be so difficult though, because there's probably games that wouldn't want to be included into like some subscription service. That would be hard for them to like pull in everything for that console, right?
It would probably just be like a Game Pass model, right? You subscribe to Game Pass, and then you're able to purchase the games if you want to keep them. And I get notified all the time by Game Pass. It's like, don't forget State of Decay. I'm like, oh man, I got to play that.
Yeah. Right. But it's still a limited library. Like, granted, it is like a lot of huge Xbox titles, but that's not everything. So.
Well, that's where I was going with it. I think between Xbox Live and your $10 a month Game Pass subscription, they're clearly building out Game Pass to be a much larger library than it is right now. And in 2020, when if this streaming box does come out, between Xbox Live and Game Pass, you could theoretically have enough games on your Xbox to play. Assuming that, if you're not getting what you want, you can also dive into EA's subscription model or, and maybe there's going to be some sort of rent feature on the store. I don't know, but it's clear that they're setting up with all of the services and cloud-based stuff. They're setting up an infrastructure so that you can just subscribe to everything you need and you never have to go to the store and buy a game again.
Yeah, and they have some big games in there, like the Fallout games. I think they have 3 and 4.
4 got added recently.
Yeah, and they added the Division, like that. You could easily just play for a month. Like,
and
of course, if you're going to play non-stop.
Every first-party game.
Right.
Yeah,
every first-party game.
First parties.
And the great thing about Game Pass is it works so well for what we're moving into trend-wise, which is games as services.
Right.
They added Vermintide 2 on there, which is a game that I was wholly unimpressed by on PC because I didn't spend enough time with it, but it hit Game Pass and I've been playing it a lot, a lot with my friends. And it is one of those games where you can continue to play it with your friends for a long time,
I'm Ryan McCaffrey, the host of Unlocked. If you enjoyed that segment, be sure to check out the full episode and all of our episodes. You can find those over on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/IGN Unlocked. We're also on all of your favorite podcast services as well.